And we are back, DreamHack Qualifier time. We have a best of 3. It's the third map, the decider between these two teams. We've got a very interesting Swedish team, Embrace. They've managed to take Flipside to map number 3. It'd be Mirage. And I feel like this could be quite dangerous for Flipside.
I'm expecting Flipside to close it out, actually. I feel like you're expecting maybe an upset.
I think it's very possible, yeah. I mean, just you never know what to expect from Swedish teams, and on a map like Mirage, it's like really best case. It's like a Dust 2. It can just happen. It can just happen. Just give them a good start. We already saw how good their aiming skills are, so we know that they're going to be able to play on the level of Flipside, if not above in certain spots when it comes to just the raw aim duels, and there are a lot of them on this map.
I feel like this should be one of Flipside's best maps.
In theory, yeah. In theory, it should be. But as you mentioned before, they've been changing up roles quite a lot. So, well, we have a fast round here on the pistol. It's going to be a fast play into a retake from Flipside. So they're going to be waiting for the smokes to go away, try to survive, and then come in together. And the nades are doing the job already, it would seem. So
they've chosen to leave CT open, presumably, so they can try and take control of it. As the pop flashes coming in and all sorts, but the battle will rage on there. See, there's two Flipside players towards the jungle connected area, starting to come in now once the smoke has dissipated. There is a smoke on the bomb as well, so they're going to have to be paranoid about the ninja diffuses. Only ozoo and tease remaining, 2 versus 2. There's a kit picked up by Markelov now, and he's going to go for the diffuse, and tease is not going to find him, trying to knife, but he's not going to find the right angle. There's the first swipe, he misses it, he's turned away! Ah, that's outrageous. In fact, oh no, that's just a complete disaster. It was Markelov who had the kit, but he was not the guy who was defusing the bomb. Maybe he was engaged in a battle because he picked up a kit at some point later on. That was just a bit ridiculous.
We just had 2 knives. We had one for CT and one for T. We almost had a third knife there as well at the end.
I didn't catch the other one.
The guy, the knife, he got knifed.
Oh, I thought Markelov was defusing the bomb there, but I think he picked up the kit that was on the floor while he was engaged in a duel.
Actually, who got the knife frag for Flipside? If we just do a quick tab, we'll find out. It would be... Huh. Oh, okay, it would be Markelov. 100 left. So, yeah, Markelov got the knife frag. Yeah, that makes sense. But we're going to have a quick cleanup here on the A-bomb sites. So this is kind of nice, actually getting that knife allowed them to have some firepower here. And if they can pick up a couple of frags as well. Oh, dear, Markelov will go down through the smoke there. And then, of course, they're going to be looking at a situation where they actually can even win the round now. Simple comes in with the D just at the right moment. And they have caught Embrace through all these kind of crossfires and distractions, and now it's left Atter in a position which got 13 HP, needs to grab the bomb, and there's definitely a really nice set of positions. We had the massive flank coming in from Simple, so Atter, he may get the bomb down, and WorldEdit will probably be allowing that to happen potentially, so that Simple can get in position.
Yeah, I think he's actually run out of time to get the bomb plant now. There's no safe plant for him with Simple's flank.
Wow, that's pretty amazing, because they technically had like a full save there. It was close to that. Because of all the extra cash they got, Markelov, he picked up the knife frag, he used it to buy his scout, and no armor, so that was pretty cool, economically speaking. And now they are on a nice little buy. Embrace looking to try to put the pressure back. They got the bomb down, so they're going to force it up and try to break Flipside's economy straight away, which was actually a smart play, I think.
Mad passive positions here for Embrace. Lots of peeking going on for the Flipside team, but they are not going to overextend just yet. You've got WorldEdit probably holding that very super tight slither of an angle. Indeed he is, with a jump as well. So that's an angle you can hold from up top, where you can see people crossing the stairs going down as Atter just did. He would see that if he was standing up there. And also obviously if they're coming towards the apps themselves, he gets a reasonably early warning. So jumping, he might miss him crossing back and forth. Although, Simple looking in underpass, maybe he saw him. Yep, he will see that as well, so he'll be letting people know. So Simple going to back off there just before people start to peek top mid. So Embrace slowly eking out some mid control. But they've only got 40 seconds on the clock. With the bomb in B apps, it looks like we're going to have a short push and an apps push towards B.
Play is going to be Markelov who spots the first play. He's managing to stagger the push here with some good use of grenades, and the frags will come quite easily, I think, here for Flipside. Now this is very, very nice here so far. Decent needs to pick up another couple frags here to make this expensive. The flip side, for this investment to really be worth it. And the bomb go down, that would be really nice, but they just don't have the angles. ozoo will get a second kill, but that's more than acceptable for Flipside, who have prevented a bomb plant and have a free round to play now to heal any economical damage that was just sustained in the previous round. So they are in a really happy place. It's exactly where they needed to be against Embrace.
Okay, on to round 4. WorldEdit rocking the MP7 now. So we'll see if he holds a similar angle, lacking that sniper scope. Simple just with the USPS. Saving for the AWP, no doubt. But have they invested enough to put a stop to Embrace's impending shenanigans here? Well, looks like they have, as bondik and Blade going to work together to clear out the entire site, and Embrace barely got a shot. I think I heard 3 shots of a Glock across the 5 players there on that push.
Yeah, bondik is your reliable A man for Flipside. In the that was of course an anti-eco round, so we saw him playing quite far back. But you know, when we're seeing the bias like this, we'll probably see bondik playing in the site or much closer, even you know, around the shadow area, potentially as close as the slope as well. But we're gonna have a quick mid take here from Embrace, from the top mid player. They have a tease there as well, and they're moving in through underpass. So we should expect a play into A potentially. They're going to keep the options open, generally speaking. They don't have anyone in Palace, so they're not like incredibly committed. The slope guy can turn into a lurk if they really need him to. But 2 players in connector here for Flipside. They've invested a lot into connector control. If they lose connector control here with those 2 players, if they die in the round, it's very likely going to Embrace. However, if they are able to hold it away from Embrace, then we could see the opposite, Flipside with a strong advantage. So a lot of this is about connector control, but they will fall back away from it. So it's going to be a bit of a different dynamic now. As Atter's in the window room. Does Simple know about this? I don't know if he knows about it. He's going to get taken down indeed. Maybe the communication wasn't perfect there from Flipside. They should have expected that. WorldEdit maybe not making the call that it was open. And that's going to cost Simple his life. And now WorldEdit as well. That's a huge, huge series of plays coming in from Embrace. And now Flipside in a lot of trouble. Oh, they even think it's going to be BJ's.
Markelov is AFK, or who knows what's going on there.
Oh, what is going on here? This round is a complete disaster. Not sure what's going on. Even if not for Markelov being necessarily AFK there, WorldEdit by not making it known that short is open, that ladder aim can be open here. Simple's position was not correct to bring this into consideration. So he got abused by it. They managed to get a quick headshot onto him with him holding a grenade in his hand. And from that point forwards, the advantage starts to snowball. Until now, it's now a round win. So Markelov, returned to the game. We haven't had any pauses from Flipside, so it's hard to imagine what exactly was the problem there.
All right, so it looks like we're going to continue sans pauses. Flipside still in the lead, but that's a bit of a crappy round for them. Simple picking up the AWP now. And he will not be with a helmet. WorldEdit reduced to the 5-7. And he's the B-site player as well. Going to have Markelov in support on shorts, which is where WorldEdit used to play. Although they seem they've changed things up due to the weaponry here. So Markelov under attack on short through the smoke. Going to adjust his position. Mid's been somewhat abandoned by the team so far. And a significant presence from Embrace, actually. So the B split is possible. The bomb still in a place where it could go either way, depending on what pick Embrace get. And they've managed to get decent all the way into the crosshair of Simple, who will take him out. Now that could have been a complete collapse there for the Flipside team, and that would have been probably the round for Embrace had he got the first 2 kills there. Still in control of Connector, so the options are still open to them. We've got VICKEE moving through underpass, which suggests that the push may come onto the A site here.
Yeah, good hold so far. We'll have 1 player left, Atter. He's done some crazy stuff before, but he's got 3 angles and he won't be able to effectively deal with the situation. And we're going to have another round for Flipside. So that's kind of a... That's a really, really big sigh of relief that can be let loose for Flipside now that they've just lost a round which looked a bit weird, to be honest. Looked like a bit of a breakdown of not only communication, but Markelov disconnecting from the server mid-round. So we're back now. They've kind of broken Embrace's economy. They had enough to actually force a buy, but if they lose this, they're in quite a lot of trouble. And Flipside should be able to pick up more rounds and further secure their money. And we've got Simple with an aggressive play. He's got no support out in middle here. This could be very dangerous. We see him looking left, looking right, but if he gets caught from the back here, all the right, then he's going to go down. And for what? For one frag, it's going to have to be cleaned up here by Markelov, and he's going to deliver this time around. But Simple's got to be careful with those unsupported plays.
Yeah, if they're going to do that with him on his own, they need to have better grasp of the timing to get out of the mid area, because being traded early is not fantastic for the Flipside team. So they need to definitely try and put a stop to those kind of shenanigans. Again, you see teams like Fnatic will have a second player for support, keeping an eye on the back for the AWPer. Generally, when you want the AWPer in risky situations, you are going to want support for him, should it be required. So otherwise, your rounds can be volatile. Again, it's something you saw Envy change in the way they approach Dust 2 with their AWPer to have less variance, but that is definitely a high variance play. WorldEdit trying to hold things down here so far. There's a player on the B bomb site, and he could get a frag onto Markelov here. Location unknown. There's one so far for VICKEE. Gonna stop Markelov from trading him as well. Puts it to a 2 versus 1. He's looking for the third and fourth frags here. He's carrying the bomb as well. Just got to punish the peaks. Put Flipside in situations where they are unable to trade. He may go for the hunt here through the shop area. Not going to get that. They almost lined up for him. If he got played, there was a fair chance he would have got bondik as well. He would have had to scope again. So that kill probably would have brought the fourth kill along. So it won't be the 1v4 for Embrace. And Flipside will go 5-2.
He even had the slightly better angle as well, so he was a little bit further away. So he had a slight extra few milliseconds to react. Didn't matter too much. We'll have the rush potentially here, just rushing on mid, just generally trying to get a trade onto the AWPer. Had Simple gone for that weird AWP picking, then this would have actually caught him off, and indeed they are even going to kill Simple there. And are they going to get some more frags done here? ozoo with the position with that Tech 9 won't pick it up, but can they save the AWP of Simple? Yes, just barely in time. And this is one of those situations where that's actually a really good play, because if Simple is showing that he's just going to, because he did this against their pistol on Cobble as well, he just ran at them when they had pistols. It's like he's not considering what they are doing. He's just going and doing whatever he wants to do. And that's something they could take advantage of, and they almost did there as well. They even got the kill.
Embrace in numbers over towards the A site. Lots of smokes. We'll see if they go for an execute, if it will be the same as the previous, or a variation again on the pistol. You saw that they left the CT side open as they were looking for a presence there. Didn't manage to get it, but things went their way anyway. So look at the rotation here from the CT side. There is a potential flank here from Decent, and Marco's going to look for it. Going to go very wide indeed, but Decent's going to find the frag. At a heavy cost of HP, but he's still alive, which means that the CT's going to have to look for him. Simple going to hunt him down with the 5-7. Now the retake is on here. 4 versus 4.
Blade comes in with a nice kill onto tease. But there are some positions here. 3 players from connector area if to worry about for Embrace. They don't know 100% where everyone's coming from just yet. They have a player in Palace as well, so if these 2 players can actually hold on to ozoo. Oh, and he's going to get 2 kills. Atter gets one as well. That means that it's over here, because even if they find VICKEE, Atter can always come out from Palace, and indeed he will. Good setup there. Good fragging potential out of these Swedes from Embrace, and they'll pick up the rounds. And flip side, it was expensive for them, especially considering the previous round where we saw the eco of Embrace. They picked up 2 kills there, and you can see that has created a situation where Flipside are on eco if they lose this one. So highly important round now to dictate the momentum for one of these teams.
Yeah, and you can see the limitation of the nades on the Flipside team as well. Lots of flashbangs there. We'll see if they can put them to good use. Passive positions here towards A from Embrace. Maybe setting up for nades, maybe trying to avoid any kind of flashbang aggression here from the Flipside team. ozoo going to keep an eye on mid, make sure nobody is flanking, etc. Quickly pokes his head into B halls to do the same. Then he will lurk and try and stop rotations through mid into connector.
We have a nice execute coming in from them. All the nades in place, getting some nice spray downs as well, and cleaning out the bomb site. Looks like a pretty easy affair so far for Embrace. Despite the losses, they have the advantage now with the bomb being planted. Now Markelov, if this is going to work, he has to win this frag against ozoo, who's playing the lurk. And when he goes, does get the drop on him. So now it's possible, as he's got a free entry through onto stairs. Decent is in the corner here behind the fire boxes, going for the peak court spot. The headshot onto WorldEdit. Just Markelov left now, and he's slowly starting to have a much harder time of things. Couple nades found there, lots of damage done. 37 health left on Markelov, and he's going to back away. Unfortunately, I don't think he can grab an AWP or anything on the way out. So, oh wow, VICKEE spraying him down actually. And they'll both survive with their weapons here, I believe. Yeah, there we go. So 6-4, Embrace going to break the economy of Flipside and take momentum away from these guys. So it's going to be hard for them to get back into this one easily now. It's going to be at least 6-6 for Embrace, you should think.
Yeah, this is this round should be a non-starter for Flipside, but we've seen Blade do crazy things with a P250 on Mirage very recently. However, those are once in a blue moon, and you can't expect the same to be repeated now. So far, so good. Tease with the Mac 10 as well, which should make some nice coin for his team. That nade will be avoided. Little damage there taken by Markelov. 5 versus 4. And again, this round should be a formality, just a case of Embrace slowly but surely clearing out their path towards the site. There, the clearance continues. Or that on the site with the 5-7 needs to find himself. Sorry, P250. Find himself at close angles to take out these players, as Tease there was a bit limited on his life. So VICKEE coming in close now, but WorldEdit's not going to get the one tap. Bondik and Blade remain. I think Blade's got a Glock. So just Bondik to see what he can do. That's not going to be much. Standard around there. Flipside still with a 1 round advantage, but 5 rounds on the T side, not too shabby for Embrace.
And they have to go for the buy. So 4 M4s, lack of grenades. They have at least 5 smokes, and everyone has a few flashes each. So that's kind of nice. What? Actually, a single flash each for 3 players. So Flipside maybe thinking about getting a little bit of aggression going here somewhere. We're going to have the mid take from Embrace. It's a smart play to go for, considering they know that Flipside are weak on the money. If Flipside either take any risky angels on mid when they're not even favored for those engagements, then that's something of a big risk, kind of Brig Roared kind of style, and it's not really the smart thing for Flipside to do. So Embrace recognizing this, pushing middle, taking control. Simple almost going down just with a cursory peek. And now this has given Embrace a strong advantage here. They're going to move into the window room soon. Potentially. Connector is also open. But as long as Flipside are communicating all of this and repositioning around it, they should still be fine for now.
Yeah. So some peaks going on, but the player on short was not seen by the CTs since rotated. And now things are getting interesting for Embrace, because they have 40 seconds to push. They've got 1 smoke and a bunch of flashes, so this could really go either way. And Flipside need to make a decision here, and hopefully for them, put the players on the right side. Simple heading towards A with this timing coming in. So 30 seconds, and maybe they think it's going to be A. There are still 2 players on B though, but with a quick beat that could all change. Simple getting a bit of damage in there. He was quite low, but no kills just yet. So Blade going to get the trade eventually onto VICKEE. Shadow position coming out for Bondik now. This is what I'm talking about. There is not enough time for Embrace to properly clear out the site, and they're going to get cut down with 4 players surviving for Flipside. It was a crucial time for their economy, and they are going to pass the test.
Yeah, if Embrace had given themselves an extra 10 seconds, it's much more doable there, because they recognized that a slower round was a good approach, because Flipside didn't have a huge amount of money. They knew this. That means that they will be low on grenades. They had a situation where they pushed in. At the moment they pushed in, there was 2 grenades on Flipside in total. A flash on Bondik and a flash on WorldEdit. That's all they had. So they basically had to win the Angels. We know Embrace are strong in that sense. So they set the round up to play to their strengths, but they weren't able to pick it up. And now actually the aggression does come in from Simple, but that pick there from Tease defensively, that's going to mean all the difference now, as the sniper has been eliminated. And in they go for the execute of this A bomb site off the back of that. This could be very strong here for Embrace, as Tease looks over from his vantage point, scanning for any CTs, but they are getting absolutely crushed. WorldEdit finds his frag, so does Blade, but still yet more to be done by them. There it is.
From what I'm seeing of Flipside of late, I think they need to look at stats of rounds lost and rounds won when Simple gets picked in the first 20 seconds. as the first frag, because recently, like the last few days, I've seen that happen a lot, where he's gone for some kind of fast aggression, it hasn't worked out, and then they've lost the round fairly swiftly afterwards. But again, that might be, I might have a bias there in what I'm witnessing, so they have the tools to run those kind of stats. Let's see if they do. They're going to be back on the eco again, which means another round coming the way of Embrace, and money as well. Not much else to say, really.
I mean, that kind of a Palace play, I think is something that you want to go for. I think that this is the, oh dear, oh no, poor WorldEdit. That's a lot of knives in this match so far. But I feel like that's actually fine. Like we saw the one time that it didn't work. I think that pick is like really consistent for Simple. That's usually a fairly low risk pick. You rarely see that go to the T side because the CTs with a good spawn always get there first, and there's at least a trade. But this time we didn't see even the trade. So yeah, I feel like that was just one of those low percentage times when it didn't work out. But now it's just Fameaces, lack of grenades again. If Embrace recognizes, go for a slow round, they could definitely abuse Flipside heavily. I don't think they'll. I mean, bondik is so strong in this shadow area, but I don't know if it's going to be enough this time. I don't think we're going to have a problem either where Embrace wait too long. They're going to go in straight away, more or less. Over a minute left, and it's up to bondik again. He's got to save the round here for his team. 2 frags already. That's excellent work by him. That's exactly what he's there to do. And now they have a good chance to make this happen. But the lurker, Indecent, is going to find the frag, but the bomber goes down. Blade is fast in position, and it's a 2-on-1 tease is left over with the AWP. Sitting in the smoke. Okay, that's a little bit weird, but he will get taken out. So 8-7, do you think Flipside could have got more from that? What are your thoughts there? Decent performance, acceptable?
I think that's good for Embrace, getting 7 rounds on the board there. I think they'll be happy with that. Flipside will probably wish that they had 10 plus, but it wasn't to be on this occasion.
Bondik's so key there. I can see 14 kills.
He's always very, very important on the A site for Flipside.
He's an easily overlooked player sometimes on the team because he's not simple. That's basically the metric. Are you simple? Yes or no. But of course he's quite consistent. On
if you had 2 toasters, you could say simple is like the nice chrome toaster, the shiny toaster that all the wives are going to go and pick. And bondik's the tried and tested toaster, showing a bit of rust, you know, but he's there. He's the grinder, Dan. He's just as useful, but not as shiny. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Just ignore everything I just said in the last 15 seconds. Thank you very much.
Can do. Can do. Got the atter in apps. I'm not sure if it was atter before. I think it's tease that shut down an entire pistol before, but it's actually going to be a trader. So they didn't see the bomb or anything like that either. The bomb being towards the apps, I'm not sure if that's by design for Flipside. I would imagine that it would be. So Markelov, they're making a call now. It's a 1-for-1 trade.
That's the jungle smoke coming in from WorldEdit.
We need to have them come together here. A fake in a situation like this, I think, is a bit risky. They got a 4-on-4. I think, yeah, we're going to see the push back from the bomber from Markelov into this A play. Here we go. Smoke over the top for jungle, indeed. That's an extra made for good measure, and now it's all about the entries.
Okay, so here we go. Simple trying to take control of the CT area. Jumping burst spray will do it. T's stuck in mid with 6 HP. He's got a kit, and he's got VICKEE in for support from jungle. And he'll win the duel with WorldEdit, actually. Only needed 1 tap, but it wasn't to be here. So 2 versus 3. T's with significant crossfire on the site from almost CT, the triple area. Fireboxes, and T spawn. Simple gonna try and run distraction. VICKEE falls, so it's down to T's with 6 HP and a kit. Gonna try and play for exits. But let's see, well, that's $300, but then he loses a $400 kit, so didn't work out in his favour on that occasion. 2-round lead to Flipside. See these MP7s and MP Mac 10, sorry, coming out.
For the 2 scouts, that's the dangerous thing. This is it's always the scouts that are the engineer of steals in these kinds of rounds. It's exact. I mean, you have to make sure that yes, okay, they're going to go for a smoke execute on A. This is a great way to basically guarantee the bombers that will go down and you can play together. That is such a good way to approach this round. Flipside, smart. And Embrace with this investment of scouts, they should, if they can't get anything early with the scouts, I would think that they should actually try to save them and fall back with them for the next round. Because this is going to be very hard to break down here.
Season at least, and now it's a case of money making for the Flipside team. They want to get these MP7s up, making those $600 per kill. Lisa coming up, makes some stuff, and that's, oh, well, then it's going to go down. Lisa with some armor as well. Almost gets more damage in there, but Flipside will survive with 2 rifles as well. But again, that MP7 will show its value this round. Just that moneymaker versus the full eco of Embrace.
Yeah, I just like the no messing around strategy. You're eliminating the. You always have to ask yourself, what is the way that we can lose this situation? Because we have an advantage. How can we lose this advantage? That's what you have to ask yourself. To a rush, to scouts picking us off from distance before we get into an execute, so we cannot trade properly. And this time I have Embrace going for a mid rush. So Flipside doing exactly the same thing, taking exactly the same ethos into the other anti-eco, and it's very smart. And we're going to see them all coming through the smoke, and it's going to be easy clean up here. We'll have a very fast round as VICKEE will now be deceased. And now I guess we get to the buy of Embrace, and this is the situation that Embrace put Flipside into. That I think Embrace also won their CT pistol, sorry, the T pistol. And
the last map, or you mean on the first half? On
the first half, I think.
I was referring to the last map in the case of this is a situation where Embrace could have gone for a massive lead, and now Flipside can do the same. Should they win this, where Embrace are on a limited buy with limited names, etc.
So again, they're being cautious for any pushes. We've got Blade there, making sure that he doesn't get pushed from underpass. And you know, we can see that it's a pretty normal setup here. They have a player that's very close to T slope, and that's it for their A presence and their A peeking, just a guy on T slope. So that's.
Tease the silence. Yeah, there we go. Free kill for Blade. Risky with the bomb. That's the bomb down in the middle of mid. Atter gonna save his teammate and get a massive kill onto Flipside. Now this is difficult for Flipside because the bomb is down in the middle of mid. They're looking to pick it up now with 2 players. There's still somebody in CPL. He's just about getting that kill off the ladder there onto bondik. Markelov and WorldEdit remain. Bomb still on the floor. You can see someone is peeking mid. That is, sorry, peeking short. That's VICKEE. We'll see if WorldEdit can get anything done with this AWP.
VICKEE gonna get challenged there, and ooh, that's really nicely done there by VICKEE. Let's pick up the kill with tease. And Markelov is left against 3 players. He's got 20 seconds, so he needs to get damage done here because he doesn't want to die after time. That could potentially happen, and he will get tapped down by tease. Okay, 11-8. Embrace pulling it back. They have enough players survived as well that they can get the drops, and they can have lots of nades in this round. Even going to see a Molotov that was picked up by tease, so that's kind of nice. Okay, so what do we have here for Flipside? Full nades more or less for them as well. Will they go for an execute here? It looks like they are geared up to do just that, and potentially we could maybe see that WorldEdit smoke from the top mid area for jungle. That's possible as well. But Blade just walks straight out. That is awesome. You never expect that to happen. Using the surprise tactics there, and now it's an A bomb site to Flipside.
Boom, Blade with another important kill. Going to have complete control of the CT area, and Embrace are all over the place, being embraced with AK's cold steel, nades, and other miscellaneous violence. Atter wondering what has happened to all his comrades. He's been left all alone, no one to write letters to. Versus the full surviving team of Flipside. They're looking to hunt, they're looking to exterminate, eliminate the remaining player. Not allow him to save anything. You can see the money on the CT side there is a bit all over the place.
Boom! Some onomatopoeia for you, James.
I prefer an omelette.
Do you like onomatopoeia?
I like omelettes.
They're not the same thing.
But they start with an O and an M, Dan. That's enough for me to find a link.
Okay, well. Embrace, they need to get themselves back into this match. Flipside starting to take a nice lead. They're going to go for a stack on A as well. And, well, Flipside are going to go to B. So there you go.
So unlucky. Embrace.
Now the interesting thing is that there's not even anyone in Palace. There's no luck or anything like that. They had a B play from the get-go. That's what they were going to go for. They know they're playing anti-eco, so that is just their decision for their anti-eco. And again, it's just unlucky because we saw that Flipside also on their anti-eco have a propensity to go into A with a set play, and that's probably why Embrace stacked A. So you can only imagine how smart that is from Blade to make that call. Do we get another frag here from VICKEE? Yes, we do. So this is a little bit annoying here. A bit of damage done. Flipside will of course win the round, but you got to respect that calling though, James. Like that has to be the mind. The thought process there from Blade. So okay, we showed two anti-ecos to them that were the same, exactly the same approach. Third anti-eco, we rush B. That has to be the thought process from Blade.
Use the information against them.
Yeah. Because they're like, guys, every time they feel an execute on A, and if they'd done an execute on A, they would have lost the round. Very likely. They had two guys around slope, they were stacking it. I mean, it's very, very possible that they could lose a round like that. But instead, they clean it up. They lose 2-3 players, but they're okay with this. And Embrace now, they need to make sure that they control things from here on out. Because it's only 3 rounds now, and Embrace will lose this best of 3.
Yeah, if they lose this round, then they are pretty much done. So it's going to be an important one. And let's have a look at the position of Atter. I think he's on the short, actually. Yeah, so fairly standard stuff. Moving into another area. Flipside quite spread out at the moment, just slowly emerging into mid with support from underpass. You can see ozoo's got no nades in CPL, just his M4. Gonna back up now and hold a more passive angle. Has been completely smoked off as well. So it looks like we're gonna have a push in B halls from VICKEE while they have 4 people over towards the A sites. And we've got the split coming in. We've got a decent in sandwich with a crossfire from tease. While we have somebody waiting for Flipside in Palace as the smoke comes in from WorldEdit into jungle, which will smoke off ozoo's position, and then here comes a push from Flipside.
And so far it's not looking too bad, but Markelov straight in through connect, a great angle, and the takedown. 2 frags, there's the third one, very opportunistic, kill that third one, and ozoo couldn't actually get the frag onto the player. Be very hard now for the remainder, but they're going to find the frags anyway. Stop the bomb from going down, and here comes WorldEdit. He could ruin their day with this AWP, and indeed he's going to take down VICKEE. Atter's left over with 48 points of health there. Going to get tagged a little bit is WorldEdit on the approach, but he has spotted Atter, just whittling him down until there's nothing left. 14-8, and Flipside are going to be in a situation where they're up against another eco because Embrace need to play for overtime here. Well, they don't have to, actually. Actually, can we have a quick tab? How many rounds have they lost in a row? So, okay, this will be 4th one lost in a row. So that will be $2,900 for them. They could do pistol armor to give themselves 2 chances to get back in, but they're going to go halfway. So Deeks, James. Deeks for days.
Deeks.
Deeks for days.
Alright, so we'll have to see if Flipside can identify the setup on this occasion for the Embrace team. Blade just pushing through the smoke there. A bit of counter-intuitivity in play. 2 early frags here for the Flipside team. There's a third one from WorldEdit, being absolutely solid with that also. Again, another standard round here versus the Eco. Tease looking for a frag. He's going to find one at least. But you know where he is now, so he's going to have multiple guns closing in on his region. bondik finding a second frag. Simple finally trading to take Flipside to match point map and a match point.
Yeah, you can really see the dangerousness of all the aimers. Tease is really strong all over the place here. But yeah, we're going to have 15-8, and now the full buy from Embrace. Now, Flipside, they could just run into A here. They could just go no nades straight into A if they wanted to, and try to catch off some timings of the Embrace players. But it looks like they're going to go for a straight up execute. Show what they did on the their anti-ecos. Now, this is a great position for Decent. They might not expect him to be here. If they can actually, if he can pull off a couple frags, if the counter flashes come in for Decent at the right timing, then this is perfect. If the timing is not perfect with the flashes, Decent won't get any kills. And that's what this is about here. So fine. They start throwing in some counter flashes here because it looks like the push is coming in. And they don't even check the spot. Oh my goodness. Decent even didn't need the help from his teammates. He picks up 2 frags. He's still alive. Can't find a weapon. Still in the corner with the USP. And things are just completely topsy-turvy. Embrace pick up around without losing any players. And that is the most unbelievable situation ever. What the hell happens?
I do not know what to say about
That's ridiculous.
any of that. Let's just move on. Flipside going to have another buy coming out, but their money is starting to wane now. And again, perfect round from Embrace in terms of economy, and they continue to have good fortune there with Tease having that higher pick. That's how I know Ricky from Immunity likes to take that kind of peak as well on the CT side. Simple going to be the next one sent to the grave by Tease. Coming in just when his team need him. It's like when all the Power Rangers come together down and they make that big one.
I don't remember what the big one's called.
Megazord.
Megazord.
A Megazord.
Oh, yeah.
Tease is a Megazord right now.
Oh, yeah.
But he's not made from plastic.
Plastic.
Well, excuse me, it's plastic. Flipside doing what they can. Worst case scenario, they need to get some damage in here, some economic damage into the Embrace side to weaken them, to maim them for future rounds. Blades starting things off here, and there's a second frag, a third frag, and now we have a real round on our hands.
But the bomb is dropped by Stairs. Markelov needs to reclaim it. It's going to get smoked off here. VICKEE knows that he's there in that corner somewhere, and they have fallen back behind the bomb. Now Markelov needs to reposition it. It's likely he's going to go through the window and drop down into mid for that bomb pickup. And I think this is very, very obvious that that's one of the possibilities here. Markelov, in fact, going to just try to fake them out a little bit. They're trying to stick together actually to make sure that they can play for trades, which is very smart. Because that is the one way that Markelov can win this. 2 1-on-1, so it's how he can win this, and there you go. We get a situation where they both can peek him at once, and that is how you do it. That's by the book, efficient Counter-Strike play. That's real Counter-Strike right there. And they will pick themselves up around. They'll save themselves in that situation, but they have to do that 5 more times. And flip side, they looked like they were going to win that round actually for quite some time.
Right, so flip side on a round, you can't expect them to win. However, we saw on some previous, a flurry of frags can make a world of difference. But definitely easier said than done. Is Blade going to creep through the smoke here? Looks like he might be doing exactly that very shortly indeed. Oh, the one tap Blade. He does good damage there on the T side. Once again with the P250, but can he get any more in? Atter going to fall. WorldEdit trying to trade. Flipside have got control of the bomb site for now, and they've picked up a second rifle. So it's going to have to be on Embrace to go for the retake here. Atter's in chance of getting taken down. Indeed, he will get taken down. And now bondik's going to have a nice jump. This could be it here. 3 versus 2 now. But again, we have no players with armor for the Flipside team. Markelov and WorldEdit. One of them is known, and it's decent in a 2v1 situation. He's got to find his plays. The bomb is ticking as well. He needs to find frags and find them fast. Being baited from behind the van. And this round is pretty much lost. I think he might just have time for the defuse, actually.
He's got it. That's awesome there from Decent. You can see him just spraying away there. He knew the other player was low. Knew he didn't have any Kevlar to work with. So pretty sick clutch there from Decent. He knew what he had to do. He knew the time he had to do it in. And he pulled it off somehow. Flipside played that really well too. They played for the trades, but Decent outplayed them. So you've got to respect that. 15-11. And again, these rounds are coming down to the wire every single time eventually.
It's an interesting situation now, because if Embrace, even if they win this round, if they win it with only a few players in the bag, then their money is going to be really hurt, and Flipside already on a 3-round loss. So the combination of those two things will not bode well for the future. But for now, we are in round 27, and it's Embrace with the AWP saved from the previous round. Again, ozoo and atter limited on the nades as well as Decent. So Embrace being stretched, Flipside with all the pressure to apply.
Yeah, what you described with the economy is basically the tipping point at which Embrace lose their advantage, and VICKEE going to spot Blade. He's been really harassing them effectively from this position, and VICKEE is playing with fire. VICKEE knows that he spotted the player there. He can't get a kill by doing this. He can just keep the spot going, but Blade has already got his crosshair on the angle, so he's got to be very careful. Meanwhile, Flipside will be taking over middle. He'll be moving into the window room. It's going to be nice positioning here for Flipside. So Embrace starting to get really in trouble here. Got tease back on the angle, but atter, ooh, he barely got that kill, and that's going to make a big difference now. bondik coming through Palace, looking for an opening on the site, trying to entry here. They could be anywhere though. There is one close below him. He doesn't know this just yet. He has WorldEdit moving in connector from, with the bomb.
The flank though from VICKEE on short. Oh, he had a good opportunity to take down WorldEdit there, but just looks the way it goes back towards the bomb site at the wrong time. bondik going to find a frag onto tease with support from WorldEdit. Oh, there's going to be a bit of a team kill there, but he gets atter anyway. So, it's 1 versus 1. We've got VICKEE coming in to the site in the connector area at the moment. bondik to take this for his team, to take this to 16.
Really guessing. Oh, gets the shot. Amazing from bondik. Great quad kill. What a match we saw there. I think a lot of respect, deserved to embrace there, because they played really, really well, and they put Flipsid to their limits. They kept fighting really hard at the end of that match. We saw so many rounds down to the wire, and that could have gone either way for sure. But Flipsid will move forwards, and they'll be playing the winner of the other round of 8 match, which was Dignitas and Vingen. Okay, Dignitas 1-2-0. So it'll be Dignitas versus Flipsid. And that will be the next match that we have here on FACEIT TV for the DreamHack Open Qualifiers, guys. So, well, we will see you for that. We'll set that up for you, and we'll be right back.